I'm Dr. Rhea Hogseth, founder and director of the Pediatric Dental Team Association. We're coming up on the holiday season, and the very first one that's coming is Thanksgiving. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what you're thankful for. In other words, what are you grateful for? So I know you're going to say friends and family, as we all do, and you probably have your own way of acknowledging them and how much they mean to you. But I want you to kind of think about maybe going a step beyond that and writing them a handwritten note or a letter that explains how much they mean to you and how they make you feel and how you appreciate the support and the love that they share with you. I did this over the last 10 years for my 4 brothers and my parents, and it meant a lot to me to go through it because I was, of course, rehashing things from my childhood, both good and bad, that we brought up. And it made me feel so good when I found out later that my family still looks at those to this day. It means so much to them. When I would go to see my dad at the assisted living, all the nurses said he always brought it out and had them read the letter that I wrote to him. But this past January, I lost my next older brother, and I had done the same thing with him. And when he could no longer read, his girlfriend said he asked every night to have that read to him. So it's just something to consider. A handwritten note coming from the heart means a lot. So think about that. So besides our friends and family, I know we're also grateful for the ability to practice pediatric dentistry. So whether you have your own practice or whether you're an associate or whether you are working in a hospital setting or if you're an academic, we still get to do what we love to do, which is taking care of kids. But I want you to kind of think about who else are you thankful for with that? And of course, your team. When's the last time you really let your team know how much they mean to you? And I mean in an individual way, not taking them out to a Christmas party or doing a big lunch with them, but one-on-one. Told them exactly how grateful you are that they are a part of your team. And especially with what's going on and you're back at work after the pandemic isolation period, you're grateful that they're even there with you. So here's a great suggestion. You're going to get tired of hearing me say this, but write a handwritten note to each individual team member and send it to their home. It needs to be handwritten. Don't buy a card that's got all the things in there. Just sit down and write 2 or 3 sentences about what they bring to you personally and what they bring to your practice. If you can think of a special situation or a special thing they did that really resonated with you, mention that. It will mean so much to them and it will increase their loyalty to both you and the practice. You can include flowers with it or a gift card or pizza night on you, but you don't have to. Just having this handwritten card or a sheet of paper will mean so much to them. Just make sure you send it to them at home. So the other part of the practice, and the other thing I know you're very thankful for, is the patients and their families, right? So guess what? Yes, you need to send them a handwritten note. Now, if you're not a really big practice, you could probably do that for most of your patient families. Again, you're going to write it to the parents and include the children's names on the envelope and certainly refer to them in the note. But you want to let them know how grateful you are that they are a part of your practice family. And if they have been to see you since this all started and you're back at work, thank them for trusting in you, that you are going to take care of their children's safety and the parents' safety also, and how much you value them as being part of your patient family. If they are a great referral, thank them again for that and that you're always happy to see any of their friends and family. So you want to do that. But if you're in a practice that has multiple doctors or maybe just a bigger practice, then you might want to divide them up between doctors and have each doctor kind of write to their top people And by that I mean, you know, you've got your 5-star parents, some people call them A and B, the top referrers, the people that you're happy to see on the schedule, that you can't wait for them to come in because you really enjoy seeing them. Those are the ones you could write the letters to. And again, just do 2 or 3 lines. Just thank them for being a part of your practice, that you enjoy seeing them, and that you've appreciated all that they've done through the years for you, if they've been a great referral source for you. Always mention that how much you love seeing the kids and have enjoyed seeing them grow up if they've been with you more than just a little while. But this is a great opportunity to really express your gratitude for them being with you and trusting you and coming back to the office during this crazy time. Those people will be blown away with this, and you will get way more referrals, and it will really impact your office in spades. Your team will be so much more on board, and the parents of those kids that you see are going to be bowled over that you took the time to do a handwritten note to them. It means so much. So, how are you going to do that? Well, you can take a plain piece of paper, or you can do a ruled notebook paper if you're afraid about not being able to write nice and level. None of mine were very level, and I think that adds to the charm of the fact that it's a handwritten note, and it's quite obvious that it is. Do try to write legibly, and I know that's a challenge for some of us, but do your best with that. Just take your time and do it. It doesn't matter so much what you say, just the fact that you've sent them a note. So you can get thank you note cards. You can have a practice note card with your logo on it. You can do one that has the doctor's last name initial on it. You can get one that's got a landscape picture on it or a picture of a flower. It doesn't matter. Just write them a note. And you can do it throughout the year. But I think right now, because of what's going on in the world and everything, all the craziness that's going on around us, I think everybody would appreciate having a handwritten note of thanks delivered to their door. So, that's what I encourage you to do. No shortcuts, handwritten. Every time you get a few minutes and you can sit at your chair or somewhere in the office, write one out. Do it and you'll be amazed at what that does for your practice and how it makes you feel. I'm Dr. Rhea Hogseth, and this is your Practice Pearl, and I'll see you on the next one.